fruits in that, and what are the timelines for, because now you wear another hat of being advisor to Terry, where you are trying to formulate or give guidelines to policies on near zero emissions and all. So what are some of the timelines that you see are realistic with an OEM perspective in mind and with the stakeholders over here?
You asked me a very tough question because I am no longer with OEM, so to talk about what they are planning is very difficult. Anyhow, I will start with what we are doing in Terry and to Terry's perspective. I think most of the options available for low carbon mobility have been already explained. I think Ram Kumar's presentation at length gives what are the various options, and he also made it clear that we have to work on all the technologies to, and as Mr. Ravindra also mentioned, next generation also would be working still with the IC engines. So IC will continue, and penetration of electric vehicles will take very long, and there are a lot of related issues which need to be addressed before it can be uniformly, it can penetrate uniformly in all segments. Right now, two-wheeler electrification and three-wheeler electrification is happening because the infrastructure for charging is not very critical in these cases, and so we are seeing good penetration in case of two-wheelers and three-wheelers, because three-wheelers are mostly owned by aggregators and they are providing for the charging infrastructure, and it basically helps them make more revenue out of whatever operations they have. Having said this, I would like to give a slightly different perspective from sustainability point of view. When we talk about sustainable mobility, there are three steps in that. One is avoid, other is shift, and third is improve. Like COVID has taught all of us how efficiently we can deliver work without actually moving to the place of work. So sitting at home, we could do a lot of activities. And also Amazon and other agencies have also helped us not go for shopping outside and get things delivered at home. So the point what I am trying to make is there is a need for optimizing our movements, and from sustainability point of view, if you are avoiding movement, so all these discussions will become redundant. But I know, and everybody knows, that it's not possible, so there is a requirement to move. Then the second is shift. So wherever we are using personalized transport, if you are able to use public transport, it would also improve in terms of carbon footprints. But the public transport as it exists now in India is, both qualitatively and quantitatively needs to be enhanced. So to make this a choice, transport by choice. So right now, people who cannot afford personalized transport are using public transport mostly. So if it has to be attractive for people, even senior officials from various organizations to use public transport, it has to be more attractive, more comfortable, like what is there in Europe and other countries. That would shift a lot of people to use public transport. And like in the congested roads, nobody would like to actually drive the vehicles because it's a big pain, and also a lot of uncertainty in terms of when we are going to reach the destination. Third is improve. That's what we are all discussing now. If we have to have personalized transport or whatever transport is there, what all options are there in terms of various technologies to improve the carbon footprint so that we are all moving towards near zero emissions. There, I think electric mobility will have its place, but in Terry, we are doing some life cycle assessment of electric vehicles with gasoline and diesel vehicles, and it doesn't give very clear benefits of electrification of mobility, because CO2 emissions from electric mobility, if you consider what is happening at the thermal stations is added, then it's more or less similar.